Her laugh was sharp enough to cut glass. We were in the middle of the living room, champagne glasses, soft jazz, fake smiles. My husband's family was in full performance mode, the way they always were when there were enough witnesses. And then she said it, loud enough for every head to turn, as if it were a joke. "Pay for it, now." I looked at her, my sister-in-law, red lipstick, eyes glinting with the kind of pleasure only cruelty brings. The room laughed with her, until I stood up, until I said the one sentence that made the laughter die in their throats. 3 years earlier. I met her before I married into the family. She was charming at first, hugged me like a sister, told me I was exactly what her brother needed, soft enough to love him, strong enough to fix him. I believed her. Back then, I still thought love was enough to make a marriage unshakable. What I didn't know was that behind her warmth, she kept a running list of my flaws, my mistakes, my every hesitation. She collected them like ammunition. The first cracks. It started small. Her comments shifted from playful to pointed. "Oh, you don't work? Must be nice." "Wow, he's paying for that dress." I brushed it off. Families have dynamics. This was just hers. But then, I noticed things. Private arguments between my husband and me would somehow leak to her. Details I never shared with anyone. He swore he didn't tell her. I wanted to believe him. Until the night I found her text on his phone. Not romantic, not sexual. Worse. Her telling him to keep me in line, and him agreeing. Her calling me a gold digger, and him not defending me. My stomach twisted. I felt the burn of betrayal, but I kept my face still. Control. I didn't cry, I didn't yell. I learned. I learned that power doesn't come from reacting, it comes from preparing. And so, I started listening. I stayed quiet while she bragged about tax tricks, hinted at her off-the-books cash, laughed about forgotten loan repayments to their parents. She didn't know I was recording. She didn't know I was tracing every payment, every transfer. And my husband? His arrogance was my camouflage. He believed I'd never leave, that I needed him more than he needed me. He forgot I'd once built my own life without him. The plan. Step 1, secure myself. I opened a separate account, redirected small payments, refunds, anything unnoticed. Bought nothing new. Played the role of the dependent wife. Step 2, document everything. Every insult, every time she called me useless in front of friends, every time he laughed instead of defending me. I gathered bank records, messages, voice memos. Step 3, align the timing. Her business was due for an audit. I made sure certain files accidentally reached the right hands. My husband was up for a promotion. I sent an anonymous tip to HR about undisclosed financial ties with his sister's company. The execution. 2 weeks before the family party, the first domino fell. Her bank account froze for investigation. She called me, frantic, not knowing I was the reason. I listened, murmured sympathy, promised to help. Then my husband's promotion was quietly withdrawn. He raged for days, blaming office politics. I said nothing. All that remained was the public piece, the final scene, the one they'd never forget. Back to the party. She stood there, champagne glass in hand, demanding I pay for it, now, laughing like she'd just won some invisible game. I knew exactly what she meant. She'd lent me money months ago in front of the family, framing it as generosity. She wanted to humiliate me, to remind everyone that I owed her. I put my glass down, slowly. The room stilled, sensing a shift. I looked at her, then at my in-laws, then back, and I spoke, calm and clear. You want payment? Fine. Let's settle all debts tonight. I pulled my phone from my bag, pressed a button. Her voice filled the room, my recording from months ago. And the cash? I keep it off the books so the audit never sees it. Her face drained of color. I stepped closer. "That's you, isn't it? Same voice, same laugh." Gasps rippled. My father-in-law's face turned red. My mother-in-law's smile cracked. I turned to my husband. "And here's you, agreeing to keep me in line." The second recording played. His voice, low and mocking, talking about me like I was property. The silence was so heavy I could hear the ice melt in the glasses. The payoff. I reached into my bag again, this time for a folded document. "Oh, and before I forget, here's proof of the $20,000 I repaid you last month. Direct transfer. You must have overlooked it." I placed it on the coffee table, like a dealer laying down the winning card. I could feel their panic blooming, the realization that their little power plays had been dismantled piece by piece in front of their own guests.